Welcome to the Classic Gaming Challenge. I am Randar. Each week I'll present a classic game and a challenge to be met while playing it. This week's game is Missile Command. Missile Command was released in 1980 by Atari. It feeds on Cold War fears to present a game that is all about defense. In this game you control a cursor using a trackball with a set of 3 fire buttons to stop your cities from being bombed. You start with 6 of those cities at the start of the game, and you must defend them from incoming ballistic missiles, some with multiple warheads, enemy planes, and UFOs, those also release warheads, and smart bombs. You can earn bonus cities for every 10,000 points you get. Each anti-missile battery you control corresponds to one of the 3 buttons on the cabinet. You have a total of 30 missiles on each level, 10 in each battery. Missiles fired from the center battery travel at a greater rate of speed compared to the outside batteries. The original game was called Armageddon. During playtesting, this name actually made people not want to play the game, so it was later changed to Missile Command. Like Centipede, this game's trackball control translates very well to a mouse. And that brings us to discuss the top players in the world. And we'll start with Mr. Roy Schultz.
Be seated. I want you to remember that no punk bastard ever got a gnarly piece of poontang by being sensitive and considerate.
Mr. Awesome, how did you come up with the idea of Mr. Awesome?
Mr. Awesome is my nickname as a professional video game player. I've been the world champion in the Guinness Book of World Records since 1983, and no one's ever beat me on my specialty Missile Command. And as a result, I received the nickname Mr. Awesome, and I've been using it ever since.
Mr. Awesome, why do you want to be a celebrity?
Well, celebrity is a very subjective term. I believe that I should be like king for a day. I mean, I've seen the world champion cherry pit spitter on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And if that guy should be on The Tonight Show, at least I can just be a celebrity for a day. I didn't even get that. I got no recognition at all. I didn't get to be on any television shows. It's like I was a ghost, and I just don't feel it's right. And I just want a little recognition, not necessarily to become a celebrity.
How long have you been working on your autobiography, your comic book autobiography?
Well, I've been putting it together piece by piece over the years, because it is an autobiography, so it entails a lot about my life. But it says about the things I do and what I've done and what my feelings are on certain things. And it's actually a book that's like 3 books in one. It's like a comical autobiography, plus it's also an expose on the method that I use to pick up girls by my appearance in Playgirl magazine, because I won the Playgirl Real Man contest in 1988.
What is the Mr. Awesome technique for picking up women?
Well, it started this way. I mean, I've read the book How to Pick Up Girls and similar books, and I wasn't too impressed with it because it doesn't really work. It gives you a few pickup lines, and it tells you where to go to meet women, but it really doesn't do anything for you. The place where they advertise that book the most is in Playboy magazine, along with the centerfolds and all the women in there. And as I was looking through Playboy, I was thinking, hey, you know, these women, they have the whole world drooling at their feet. I mean, I was wondering how many dates they would get if they put their phone numbers with the centerfold, you know what I'm saying? And then I figured, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I mean, what would happen if I was a Playgirl centerfold and I put my name there? How many dates could I get? Some of my statistics, including my sperm count and my IQ. And sure enough, I've met a lot of nice women, and I even had some conversations with Madonna Ciccone.
Roy Schultz is also known as Mr. Awesome. And all you can say about this guy is that he's a complete loser. Holy crap, this guy needs some lessons in interpersonal skills. For decades, he has had an issue with Twin Galaxies. Twin Galaxies is recognized as the official record-keeping database for all video games, and it's where I go each week to tell you who is their world record holder, and what their score is. Twin Galaxies refused to accept his high score, and it's been difficult for me to find a reason other than Roy's attitude. He still doesn't accept that his score has been beaten by Tony Temple from the United Kingdom. Twin Galaxies tournament mode doesn't specify the cursor speed, which is to be used during competition, and Roy claims that he accomplished his score of 1,695,295 on July 3rd, 1985, with the slower cursor speed in the tournament mode. The major difference in tournament mode is that the cabinet doesn't award bonus cities when you reach 10,000 points. Tony Temple's current high score is 4,472,570 and was set on August 2nd, 2010. Roy claims that Tony plays with a faster cursor speed, and because of that, Tony's score can't be compared to his. Really, dude? Get over yourself. He beat you by almost 3 million. A lot of people have used Roy's controversy to try and discredit Twin Galaxies. It's been hard for me to piece together the whole story over the internet, but I think both Twin Galaxies and Roy have been wrong in this one. Roy should recognize Tony Temple's achievement, as Twin Galaxies finally recognized his. Well, of course, that was probably after it was beaten. If you want to find out more about Mr. Awesome, and his lack of awesomeness, check out this week's Geek Culture Happy Hour. It featured me, being a special guest, talking about Chasing Ghosts Beyond the Arcade, a documentary about the greatest arcade game players of the 80s. This week's challenge is to get 20,000 points. I almost reached 10,000 on my first playthrough, as you can see in the video that will be presented this week. And I think that 20,000 is not too difficult if you try hard. But it's going to take a little bit of practice. If you complete the challenge, you can leave a screenshot taken by pressing print screen and pasting it into MS Paint on the Rarcast forums. The forums are where you'll find great classic games that I've already presented, such as Street Fighter II, Centipede, Galaga, Donkey Kong, and many, many others. You can also find me on Twitter at randark_CGC, or you can catch me via email at randark@rarcast.com.